Hey gang, what's going on? I'm the Blue Ranger and welcome to a video about a new game, Overwatch. I'm sure you guys have heard about this game. It's pretty much everywhere. It's the biggest thing on the internet right now. And by the internet, I mean amongst gamers. But it's the big title from Blizzard that is coming up pretty soon, and it is a hero shooter. It is totally different from anything you've probably played other than perhaps Team Fortress and to a degree Battleborn. I will draw some connections between the two games, even though most people refuse to do such a thing. It is a super neat shooter. Okay, let's get right down to brass tacks. First things first, the first time I played this game, hated it. Absolutely hated it. Couldn't stand it for the life of me, and that drove me kind of mad. I couldn't do anything. I died immediately no matter what I did. It was just sort of one of those things. I got stuck in this constant loop of running out and dying. And when you play a tankier character, for instance, if you're playing as Reinhardt, I believe is one of them, and maybe Roadhog, it might take you a full minute to get where you need to go. And if you die immediately, it's not going to be any fun. Now, the other thing that struggles too is that I struggled with is that playing as a solo player, which was not really by choice in this case. A lot of times I try to play through story on solo first, but in this case it was just a matter of wanting to jump into the game really quick and not picking up people to play with and not really learning how to play the game. Oh, dragon. I didn't get a chance to really understand the game fully as on a team, so I didn't get to understand how healers worked and things like that. I pretty much just picked the character that I wanted to play with, and I went from there. Even now, playing as a solo player in this recording, it shows kind of the difficulty of playing as a solo player. But it's not a solo player game; it's a multiplayer game meant as a hero shooter, for team play. So playing it as a solo player without communicating with your teammates is going to cause an epic number of deaths and failures. But if you get a good team together and you've got friends to play with and you can communicate well with the people you're playing with, you're going to have an absolute blast. The things it does really well is it gives you an awesome diversity of characters to choose from that you're either going to love or hate. There's very few characters that I find in here that I am like, yes, this one is okay. You know, they're all either, this is amazing, or I'm never gonna be that person again. And I think that's awesome, because there's people, I can't stand Roadhog. I don't even see the appeal. I don't understand even a little bit how people find joy in him. His hook thing is kind of fun, but that's about it. However, most people that come into my stream say, hey, can you tell me how to get better with Roadhog? He's my favorite. And I go, how? But that's because everybody's different and has different playstyles. So one of the best things about the game is there's something for everybody. There is something for absolutely everybody. They're guaranteed to be excited about, happy about, enjoy, and it'll just be a butt ton of fun. It is a little tough to get into games at times with people I've found from different parts of the country, but it doesn't take too long. And sooner or later, guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to figure out how to get that basketball into the basketball hoop. It's gonna happen, but until then, I'm gonna keep trying. But it is a little bit difficult to find teams when you're kind of all over the place, more so than in other games that I've experienced. And the other thing that I've experienced as well is that tonight I hit rank 10 on the PC side of things, and immediately the teams were unbelievably difficult. And I was playing with a team of 5 people that were communicating, and we went from being a decent team that split wins and losses, which is what most multiplayer games go for. They want you to hit that 1 KD. That way you know you're being competitive. If your team is constantly winning one and losing one, and you're in a skill-based matchmaking setting, that means they've done their job. That means they're putting you up against people that are your skill, and you're not going to win all the time. And I do believe this is skill-based matchmaking, because we went through a couple of good games. I hit rank 10, and all of a sudden we could barely run out of anything. We got spawn trapped over and over again. There was other teams that just jumped on moving objectives and just ran it all the way to the end without question. That might be my first kill. There we go. A little bit of a bit here, but the point being is that all of a sudden the game became impossibly difficult because the people I was going against, I'm totally new to the genre. I don't have a clue what I'm doing, and all of a sudden I'm going against people that clearly knew what they were doing, with a great deal of background or something in the genre. I'm not even 100% sure, but it was pretty spectacular to watch. Honestly, a couple of the teams just sort of was worth sitting back and just watching because they were so talented. However, we still enjoyed ourselves until I got kicked off the server. Now, that's the last thing I want to talk about, is on Xbox, I have had no issues whatsoever with getting kicked off of the server. However, on PC, I'm continually kicked off the server to the point where I cannot get back on for hours. The other night I tried to play and it kicked me off. I switched to Xbox. The next day I got on and it was still giving me issues. Tonight the same thing happened. We played for 2 or 3 hours and all of a sudden I got kicked off the server where both the other people I was playing on were still on in the same exact game, in the same team. Everything was great. Except I got kicked, and when I tried to reload, it didn't work. When I tried to reload the game on PC to record this video, it also didn't work. It was still stuck. So, I think there's something with the servers, because I have pretty decent internet. I don't usually struggle finding games or staying in games or anything like that, but this has been a continuing issue for me with this game. So, that's a little concerning. And having played the beta on both the Xbox and the PC, I am a controller gamer. Yes, you guys are gonna shit all over me for that, I know, but I play with a controller. I don't like mouse and keyboard, and I don't really have time to learn because I'm happy with what I've got. I've played on both, and all I can say is they are comparable. Like, I was getting a lot of people lashing out saying when I didn't like it on Xbox that I had to play it on PC. So that's when I downloaded the, I downloaded the beta on PC, and that was the first time I tried to play it. I got about halfway through a game and it kicked me off the server. So I went back to Xbox because there was people on stream who wanted to play with me. So I went back to Xbox, and that's where I actually found that I really enjoyed the game. I didn't learn on PC. I learned on Xbox that I enjoyed the game. And this isn't out of fundament. The game looks identical to me on both platforms, and it's just an enjoyable game. It's just something I had a really fun time playing, and it doesn't look spectacularly better on one over the other. It doesn't feel spectacularly better on one over the other. A lot of people are saying this is a PC game, it shouldn't be on consoles. I adamantly disagree. I've had fun everywhere, and I think opening it up to console players, even though it's a Blizzard title, and there's people out there who are going to be elitists and say, no, Blizzard is a PC company, this is bullshit or whatever. I just disagree completely with that. This is a great title on all platforms that I've played it on so far. I have not played it on the PS4. I don't intend to, as that would just feel like overkill to me, but we have had a great deal of fun playing on both console and PC, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other. I know there's people who do console versus PC wars, and then even more so console wars, and I see no need for that. This is enjoyable across the board, and I think that that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So I'm enjoying the game a great deal. I think there's something in it for everybody if you enjoy competitive multiplayer, because that's all it is. There is no PvE. I enjoy competitive multiplayer, and so wow, we got stomped. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on this game, guys. I finally had a chance to really sink my teeth into it, and I gotta say, at the end of the day, this is a game I will be picking up. It won't be highlighted a ton on my stream, but I know a lot of people enjoy it, and I want to share that experience with people because I also enjoy it. So thanks so much for checking out this video, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends if you like what you see here, and of course, you can check me out on Monday through Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/I'mTheBlueRanger. Guys, I hope you're out enjoying the Overwatch beta. If you're playing Battleborn, that's also another great game. Both are very similar, both play very differently, but they're very similar games. I said I was going to touch on them a little bit more than I did. I don't think I touched on it at all, but they're both great games. Check them both out. You'll have a lot of fun, and I will catch you in the next episode.